Let's go to work.
Oh, hey there. I'm Ayo Consaco, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and founder of the Me and Two movement. You may know me from such YouTube videos as the attempted murder of DJ Academics, YNW Melly's mama is a thought, or the top 3 rappers that would die in 2019. Oh no, I'm not predicting the future or presenting the news today. I actually want to ask you a couple of questions. Are you tired of working your fingers to the bone for pennies on the dollar, only to spend every cent of it on your fix? Do you get frustrated at the fact that you can't focus long enough to think of a plan to get you out of your current situation? And lastly, does your significant other not understand why you're so damn pissed off all the time? Well, the moment you've been waiting on is here.
The 3 S's. The 3 S's is a clinically proven, field-tested, non-addictive method which includes sobriety, solitude, and celibacy. When combined, these 3 actions form a whole new substance called success. Ah yes, success. Not just the words you learned how to spell in the 1st grade, an actual, tangible goal.
So to learn more about the 3 S's so you can start your new life and throw away your old one, click the link below and I'll see you on the other side. Let's get started. You okay?
Just an introvert nigga turn rapper. College kid, I ain't never been a trapper. Backwoods baby, I'll pull up on the track. Life like a movie, got me feeling like an actor. New bitch every day, I'm a motherfucking bash. Take my refund check, then flip it like a splash. Way too fly, nigga, should've worked for now. I ain't know that was your bitch, little nigga, you can have. Tripping over a bitch that don't even sound accurate. Design on my hoes, I don't care about the fashion. If that was undid, she said, don't even fast it. Then she did some nasty shit, called it a magic trick. I'm out of pocket, but fuck it, we having shit. Look at my pockets, it's looking like salad mix. Slaughter your spouse, nigga, fuck it, we savage. Way I put it together, you couldn't imagine it. Ain't no flexible, told her you see it. I stay to myself, but the money conceded. Outside of C8, now I feel like I need it. Figures need 8, told the label I need it. Might sign to myself, tell them labels to keep it. I ain't chasing a bitch, try to take it. Just an introvert nigga turn rapper. College kid, I ain't never been a trapper. Backwoods baby, I'll pull up on the track. Life like a movie, got me feeling like an actor. New bitch every day, I'm a motherfucking bash. Take my refund check, then flip it like a splash. Way too fly, nigga, should've worked for now. I ain't know that was your bitch, little nigga, you can have. Tripping over a bitch that don't even sound accurate. Design on my hoes, I don't care about the fashion. If that was undid, she said, don't even fast it. Then she did some nasty shit, called it a magic trick. I'm out of pocket, but fuck it, we having shit. Look at my pockets, it's looking like salad mix. Slaughter your spouse, nigga, fuck it, we savage. Way I put it together, you couldn't imagine it. Ain't no flexible, told her you see it. I stay to myself, but the money conceded. Outside of C8, now I feel like I need it. Figures need 8, told the label I need it. Might sign to myself, tell them labels to keep it. I ain't chasing a bitch, try to take it or leave. I ain't explaining myself, I ain't giving a reason. I ain't finna say shit, she ain't gotta believe. By myself on an island, I'm feeling like Reeves. Just off in the backwards, you can't even see it. Country boy need some horses, ain't pushing the Prius. Don't play me stupid, can't let them mislead us. She don't suck dick while you pull up on your period. It's 3 in the morning, try to, I am not hearing it. Nigga, check this out, shit, I know that you hearing it. Reflection of money, yeah, you know that I mean it. Just an introvert nigga turn rapper. College kid, I ain't never been a trapper. Backwoods baby, I'll pull up on the track. Life like a movie, got me feeling like an actor. New bitch every day, I'm a motherfucking bash. Take my refund check, then flip it like a splash. Way too fly, nigga, should've worked for now. I ain't know that was your bitch, little nigga, you can have. Tripping over a bitch that don't even sound accurate. Design on my hoes, I don't care about the fashion. If that was undid, she said, don't even fast it. Then she did some nasty shit, called it a magic trick. I'm out of pocket, but fuck it, we having shit. Look at my pockets, it's looking like salad mix. Slaughter your spouse, nigga, fuck it, we savage. Way I put it together, you couldn't imagine it.
Podcast is brought to you by my olive leaf. Olive leaf extract is good for naturally lowering your blood pressure, regulating your diabetic blood sugar, lupus, fibroid, STDs, and a whole bunch of other shit that you're gonna need in the bedroom, big home. Now to get your bottle, you go to myoliveleaf.biz or call 612-567-3263. Get your shit together, big home. So now, what does the niggas who Julio Fulio is dissing, what do they do now? Man, this nigga done got on academics, man. This nigga done flexed on us on academics. This is why the fucking war in Chicago kept going. Because niggas kept seeing themselves being talked about on academics, and it's worldwide now. You understand your power. You understand your position. After that dark cloud of the war in Chirac, it would seem like anything close to that, I'm shutting it down. Not gonna give it no life, no emotion. Oh, he did some dead folk. All right, next song. Hey, like I was telling y'all, and get to the next subject. Because you understand that people actually died because they didn't want to be embarrassed in front of you. Make sure you go to Avybe. Make sure you go to Avybe. Make sure you go to Avybe. Okay. There we go. All right. Now this video is gonna be taken down off of YouTube because I don't do the goddamn the YouTube beef shit. But today, as I was watching a like one of the basketball legends of, you know what I'm saying, New York and shit like that, as I was watching that shit, and then even with the Hocus for Fifth, I watched QueenzFlip. I watched QueenzFlip. He got people up there just like Vlad. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna get to tonight. We're gonna see. I need a clear, distinct answer about what is the difference between QueenzFlip and Vlad. Other than their race. I watched QueenzFlip for the same reason I watched Vlad. I want to know what happened, you know, back in the days. How record labels were ran back then. You know, the type of shit that artists did. The type of shit artists did back then. And whether or not they can get away with that shit today.
Down the track, dog. Fang stained eyes, Bishop Bangs. Rest in peace to the Tennessee. Hold up. Yeah. I'm the flame of the city. Yeah. The flame of the city. So we speak the language of the air. I'm the flame of the city. The flame of the city. The flame of the city. Well, yeah. Dry tears run down, only I can see them. My smile ain't for real, only my mama see it. A city flame in a third world. Heat on, cause I need to live long in this cold world. Certified style, was a wild child. Burned down the whole town, like whoa now. Set tripping when the X kick in. I'm working hard like a Mexican. And I'd rather be alone right now But every girl in my phone hold me down. Rock with me, I be on loud. We styrofoam, $200 cologne, like Sweet Jones. Yeah, and when you call on me, I'll be there. It feel good, cause I'm living as the flame of the city. Yeah, I'm the flame of the city. Yeah, the flame of the city. So we speak the language of the air. I'm the flame of the city. Flame of the city. The flame of the city. Wow. Yeah, I still.
All right, so I just want to get it out in the air. We're going to get it out in the air. I thought that this was interesting that make sure you go to Omen Watch, myomentimepiece.com and get your nab catcher or your nab detector. Make sure you use nab free at checkout so you can get your discount. Make sure you put something in there about Ayo Nation so they know that I sent you over there. The deluxe edition of Head First 2, Brim D's sophomore project, is now available for pre-order. Go to the Cash App or the PayPal and put your mailing address in there, and we're gonna get that out to you. The deluxe edition comes with a signed CD, signed bandana, and 3 bonus tracks featuring me on that motherfucker. So make sure you fuck with that. They're going for $40 right now while supplies last. I think it's 24 songs on the original edition. So the deluxe edition is just crazy. But I put this shit on the damn Instagram. Just wrote it first. I said, what's the difference between QueenzFlip and Vlad? And nobody really had an answer. And the reason why I came to this conclusion was because I'm listening to QueenzFlip, because like I said, I want to know about that shit. Like, I'm interested in QueenzFlip interviews for the same reason I'm interested in Vlad's interviews. They're interviewing people from the industry from back then. And I am a stomp down believer in you can learn a lot from people who predecessed you. So I'm listening to niggas, I'm listening to, this, they saying that Jody Greenwald and all these names that I feel like is important. And I can do that all day. Like, listening to interviews about the shit that happened behind the scenes in this industry, I could watch that shit all day long. Like, with no problem, I can watch that shit all. That is really what interests me. But as I'm watching QueenzFlip interview people, it's not just rappers or people from the industry. He's also interviewing street niggas. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers from the Supreme Team and the New York Bloods and all this right here, this real gangster motherfuckers. And it wasn't until today that I listened to the Hocus 4/5 interview and then the Ed Booger interview that I realized in a New York nigga type of way, QueenzFlip pushes the same lines as Vlad does. Vlad gets Motherfuckers say Vlad will ask you the same thing 3 different ways and shit like that, just like the police. But I heard QueenzFlip interviewing Hocus for Fifth, and he asked him at least like 5 different times after Hocus for Fifth made it clear, no, I ain't playing. I don't want to really talk about that. It was still 4 times after that. He asked him, like, why don't you want to talk about that? What's wrong with it? He laughed like in a New York nigga way, I ain't, just trying to laugh, but I was trying to get him to talk about it. And that is the exact same thing that Vlad is accused of. Not to mention the pushy question shit, but also the incriminating information. So what you do when you was in there? Oh man, I blew his face off. So the nigga was doing, so I just, boom, you wanna know that story? Okay, this is what happened. There is no fucking, no, we ain't gonna talk about that because that's a crime that you may not have gotten caught for. No, nigga is one the guest to give whatever information it is that he has. Because what it comes down to is, if you are an interviewer, if you just, and I put that shit on, of course it's not on this phone, I put that on the Instagram. If you're an interviewer and you just asking about, he was interviewing Saigon and Saigon said it, if I'm up here and I'm just talking about my music and shit like that, nah, motherfuckers want to hear about the gangster shit, even if that means that when you leave this studio, you're going to really have problems in the street, which has happened multiple times with the QueenzFlip show. Multiple times, the things that were said on QueenzFlip actually made shit move in the street to where shit had to be ironed out behind closed doors, from people being called rats to motherfuckers saying they cut motherfuckers that they didn't cut, motherfuckers saying that they was in a gang they wasn't in. Like, that whole New York blood situation, that was like, really, Jay Prince did that shit online and shit like that, but that New York blood situation really confirmed that if you're over 40 years old, 45 years old, you don't have any of the shot to DJ. You don't have no business going live. You know what I'm saying? And trying to let it be known how your body is. If you coming back in the game and you somebody from back then, the shit that you need to talk about on interviews is non-violent shit. It needs to be just straight up and down good shit. But what happens is you get niggas who come home from prison. Once prison and street niggas became a hot topic on the internet, it was niggas just like it's not just prison channels on YouTube. There's a fucking prison genre on YouTube to where like they beef with each other. Like it's a battle rap culture, like a comic book culture and shit like that online. Like there is a fucking prison culture online. Big Herc, 23 and 1, DOC, you know what I'm saying? All of these different channels. And West Watson, they beef with each other. And that's what I'm saying. I've witnessed this. I've seen the attention on the internet. I've seen that shit turn grown, prison-hardened men into 6ix9ine. We're going to talk about Charleston White. And we'll get to that later on. But right now, I want to make sure that I'm looking in here and I'm watching the comments. If somebody could, actually, that's going to be too much. Somebody call in and let me know the difference between VladTV and QueenzFlip. That's what we doing. I'm waiting on you.
Parental guidance is advised. Ken Deo Show Melvin. The Melvin series is coming soon. Don't miss it. Subscribe to the Ken Deo Show YouTube or Consaco Patreon.
His fate was sealed. His fate was sealed by a nothing ass bitch. Because, you know, you see the kids going down there, the kids, you know, screaming and stuff like that. You got the fine bitch, the ugly bitch that's fine. She going down there. And that is a thing, a ugly fine bitch. That's definitely a thing. Shout out to Blackbeard for letting me know that, Gavin. Little kids, nothing ass bitches going down there, smokers. And this bitch then told you, you know you need to get down there. And the fucked up part about it is she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. She's not playing. It's not a joke. She's dead fucking serious, and she's right. If you went down there, you wouldn't have to drink the Bud Ice, the Keystone, the natural ice. You could drink a Heineken. Get you a big Corona. Hold on, bit home. Hold on. QueenzFlip helps a lot. And like I said, this is why this shit is not staying on YouTube. This is why it's going to the Patreon. Because I don't want to do no beef with no YouTuber. But like I said, if we can make Vlads about Vlad, if we can make videos about Vlad, then I really, my whole thing is this. Before you new motherfuckers try to make me the Vlad protector, I'm with even keel all the way through the system. If this is what Vlad is demonized for, my whole point was everybody who does that needs to get the same fucking treatment. For a nigga to say that QueenzFlip helps a lot of, are you fucking serious? I asked you to tell me the difference between them. You getting on a fucking Vlad interview changes the whole fucking trajectory of your fucking career, period, point blank. Just for a light example, what happened to Godfrey after he left Vlad? Have you heard from Lord Jamar? Why do you think Boosie continues to go up there? If you're a brand, if you have something to promote, everyone said it, from mob motherfuckers, niggas from, you know, dog, we can run down the fucking list of platforms that were started off of Vlad's fucking show. Mob James does not have a show without going on Vlad. And if we went through the list, we can find many more. China Mac, his career is revitalized. And the point of it is, these are niggas. Hot 97, Power 105, Big Boy, and Sway in the Morning. Nobody saw no fucking story in these people. Nobody was interviewing Godfrey, Lord Jamar, China Mac, so on, Mob James. Niggas wasn't doing that. And if they was, niggas' careers didn't go upwards until they got on Vlad. What I'm saying is, let's just keep that shit real. Like, if we're gonna say, man, fuck him because he white, then let's just say that. I don't fuck with him because he white. Just say that then. But as far as actually trying to say, nah, my nigga, nah, because what he be getting folks to incriminate himself. All right, so have you seen a QueenzFlip interview? Niggas is getting slashed, shot, indictments. He snitched. He was in there. I wish that fuck nigga would come home and we gonna kill him. It's all of that shit. This is what makes QueenzFlip platform interesting, is that he gets to the drama and the bullshit. It's not because motherfuckers just love QueenzFlip personality. It's because he's going to ask niggas questions that niggas is not supposed to ask.
And I'm like, hold on. So, no, hold on. That's the exact same thing that Vlad does. Back in the day, Torrey asked R. Kelly what makes him attracted to fucking teenagers. This has always been a tactic to get ratings. Ask questions that you're not supposed to ask. We're not gonna fucking attribute that shit just to fucking Vlad like the fuck. Oh, he made some shit and he just getting niggas rock the fuck up. My nigga, niggas have gotten fucking hurt. Niggas worse. Niggas are in New York. Niggas come up to QueenzFlip show and go back to their hood, and the next day now motherfuckers is on. Where the fuck this bitch ass nigga at? Where the fuck this bitch ass nigga at? We're gonna overlook that because are you fucking serious? This is the fucking problem with the Black Lives Matter movement. A white man can hire a black woman as the face of a fucking movement, and now you just give them everything. And next thing you know, she done moved out to Beverly Hills. And anytime a nigga come through the neighborhood, she through the blind, I want to make a call. Somebody. We're going to keep this shit real, my nigga. If we're not going to keep it real, then just say that. But I'm not on that. Big Facts Podcast, who this?
What up, bro? This Ken, man.
Ken. Oh, big homie Ken. Speak to me, big homie.
I had to get in on you early, bro. I got to disagree with you on this one, man.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So, main reason, dude is pretty much a cookie cutter, version of Vlad. But here's the main difference.
Hold on. Now, see, this is where stuff get messed up at. I don't want you to try to find a difference. If you're saying that it's a cookie cutter version of Vlad, then we're on the same page.
No, but I'm saying here's the difference. Here's why I can't support Vlad, and I would support him more so.
Go ahead. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
He's black. Period. He's of the culture, man.
Whoa. 1 second. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all remember, I'm the one who raised my hand and said, like, if we gonna be on one page, like, we finna go outside and we just finna say, fuck the police, and we not gonna pull over and everybody gonna stand united, then I'm with that. If all of us gonna be on the same page. The problem with that mindset is, see, that's the first level of any boo game or any scam. The people are not going to trust a man in white skin. So we get somebody who's white on the inside. 1 second. Before we go any further, let me go right here. The reason why that I fuck with him because he black shit don't work for me. Hold on. It is right here.
Love. So all the black brothers love each other. Oh, they love each other, all right. That's why they go to jail so much. They really
that way they can
love each other.
True love.
They really exercise brotherly love by going to jail.
Whatever y'all do, don't drop the soap. I get it.
William, you have been dominated by white men for more than 500 years, you conquered losers. You should have never came out of swollen. See, you get it twisted.
You know why I figured out, though, why so many black men hate swirling black women?
Why?
Because they want that white dick.
Oh! Who knows if that's why slavery? I said it before. That's why slavery lasted so long, because you niggas was getting the shaft.
Literally.
You don't think the white man was screwing you. You was his butler. Get it? His butler. Can you imagine During slave days, they must have been all over us. Golden J says, you mad, black man, that you are fired. Thank you for that comment, Golden J. I'm going to do it like Donald Trump. You're fired. Oh my God.
But they have to have a job to be fired, don't they?
And Victoria Miller says, black men can't please women. They really can't. And they'll tell you to your face, I don't eat no pussy, that's nasty. They're so gay. But I bet you if they saw a big fucking cock, they'd be all over it. Girl, we all got our nigga stories when it come to money. How cheap they are. Do you really want to go there?
Let me just enlighten you on one fact that the rest of us with an IQ above 40 already know. There is nothing free in this world. Okay? That's the problem with you black men. Y'all want the good things in life, but you don't want to have to put in the work to get it.
And I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you how sorry you Negroes are. Be that you want to make this live all about you. You really want me to expose you? Now, back to that pay-to-play thing. Now, he pays for his own gas. He's driving all the way from Texas to Florida.
950 miles one way.
You sorry niggas. Guess what you would have did?
Yo, baby, I'm saying, can you go 50-50 on my gas? You know a nigga ain't got it.
or can you buy me a plane ticket?
Good.
No, we can't go 50-50 on the gas.
There it is. A motherfucker, and shout out to that boy Shaka. Shout out to that boy Shaka out there. Shaka just got his motherfucking deluxe edition of Head First 2. I appreciate that love, big homie. Shout out to that boy Colorado Rick in this motherfucker. Yeah, that's how we doing it. Shout out to Starwork. Hold on. I thought he said happy birthday. Ken, did you get your deluxe edition yet?
Not yet, bro. But I am gonna copy it though, for real.
Yeah, you better make sure you get that motherfucker. You know the whole team gotta have it.
So.
All right, but like I said, this is why a motherfucker is not gonna send a fucking coon out the goddamn door and get me no fucking indictment. And tell them nigga, hey, just go out there and just say, yo, hey, it's Flip Mode Squad and all this shit like this. And I'm, oh yeah, hey, you're the black man. How much you want? Now we passed that. We passed that level of scamming to where you can put a black face on something and it's just, oh yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, no, it's good. So hold on, dog. Like niggas have really. That whole New York blood team that went up there, all of them are fucking separated. None of them fuck with each other. Because they went on Flip, everybody that came on that motherfucker and did their own video and talked about each other and shit like that. And the channels that they start are made simply for them to talk. Every one of them motherfuckers are beefing with somebody. Every one of them. Yeah, that nigga went on QueenzFlip and fucking bullying J Hood. The reason why J Hood came to QueenzFlip was because Bully said he turned J Hood upside down and shook him for everything he had. And niggas up there be just laughing and ha on some nigga shit. Niggas take it more personal to be laughed at by niggas than one white dude in the studio.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So Ken, so please break it down to me why he's better.
Because, man, it's obvious because he's black, right? And I know what yes, I get it. What you're saying, rats and unloyal people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. I get it. But we gotta move away from people outside our culture profiting off of our culture. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna give somebody a shot.
Ken, dog. We there's no way that we can say that. There's no way to think because it's like you have
He didn't even respect our culture enough to apologize to Minister Farrakhan, bro.
Once again, the motherfucker that owns the goddamn what the fuck is that team name? Donald Sterling, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, none of these fucking big white men, Elon Musk, fucking Bill Gates, fucking Jeff Bezos, none of these motherfuckers like niggas. That's from the top to the bottom. Niggas bosses at their job, they managers don't like niggas. We're gonna have to get away from that thing right there. When we're talking about business, the reason why we go to work every day is because I'm coming here to get my check so I can take care of my family. All of that motherfucker, this is the reason why a motherfucker let Joe Biden go up that motherfucking radio station and say, you're not black if you don't vote for me, while being the motherfucker who locked up nothing but niggas.
I get it.
We're not gonna keep doing this motherfucking white black thing. That reason right there that you just said is the exact reason why they put Kamala Harris, who don't even go by that name. These motherfuckers, the two things that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are known for is tearing apart families by these heavy ass goddamn laws they put down. This whole dressing a white man up in blackface shit, we have to get through that. If a nigga can go up to Vlad and start his platform, nigga don't give a fuck about. Niggas go and spend their money with Asians and Thailanders and Arabs every day, and them motherfuckers don't even want to touch your hand. They'll tell you, put the money on the counter. They don't even want to touch you. We gotta get over this thing, man. Go ahead, Ken.
But look, and that way of thinking, I agree with you, man. That way of thinking is how it should be. Like, if it was the perfect, you know what I'm saying, country. If shit was fair for black people in America since day one, and we wasn't put at a disadvantage, that is the proper way to think. That's the proper way to treat people. Hey, I'm going for the best person that's offering the best service. But given our position in this country, given how we've been put at a disadvantage, especially when it comes to business, especially when it comes to corporate America, if we have an option to go black, we have to, I feel in my soul obligated to give them a chance. Now they probably gonna fuck it up, and I'm probably gonna go back over here to the Asian dentist. Fine, but I have to give them a shot.
And that's fine. And that's fine. And like I said, and you always want to do that and stuff like that. I'm not saying, what I'm saying is we have to get rid of this. It's crazy because at the same time as I'm saying we have to get rid of this group thinking, I'm saying that we need to have some solidarity and be on the same page. So it's crazy, but it's like, dog, to say that, you know, I'm going to go over here to QueenzFlip, where me going over here is probably going to dig up some shit that has been dead for 20 years. I'm talking about for 20 years it's been dead. And I've seen QueenzFlip go into niggas' personal life and not respect them, saying, nah, I'm good on that. And keep on trying to laugh and nah, man, what's up? Why you want to talk about that? Vlad has never done that in that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. A nigga's not gonna tell me that, you know what I'm saying? Well, she goddamn, I know the white man only punched you and I shot you, but you should want what I did to you more because goddamn I'm black. No, we're not gonna do that, my nigga. Like, niggas have really got hurt off of this QueenzFlip platform, and all I'm saying is, are we just gonna sit back and say, it's totally different because he's white? Are you serious? I have not seen a successful platform made off of QueenzFlip platform, but I have seen motherfuckers get hurt behind being on there. With Vlad, I've seen motherfuckers' careers be turned around. Their whole career be turned around. If Boosie did not go on Vlad, the shit he got going on would not be doing the few numbers that it's doing now. That's his job. He has to go to Vlad and go up that bitch and give his motherfucking retort and speak to him, because you need to stay in the media, the popping media. The nigga go.
The only reason why Vlad is even the poppin' media is because of our culture. It's because of black.
Whoa. And see, that's a whole nother thing. Vlad is doing what we don't. As soon as a nigga is out of the limelight, we don't give a fuck about him no more. That means no more going up there to Charlemagne, no more going up there with Ebro, no more going up there with these motherfuckers and them motherfuckers. It's over for you. And it's over because your people won't fuck with you. But you will go to a show and it'll be, and so this is where the shit get crazy at. When Nicki Minaj told Coi Leray that, you know, when the black people don't mess with you, they will, boo. That was some real, like, it kind of said where her mind was at, but it's like, dog, we're not gonna sit and play like goddamn, we just give motherfuckers plenty of chances. As soon as we see a motherfucking comedy show and we see God on that bitch, if he was not on Vlad and shit like that, I'm not going that bullshit. Who the fuck God, bro? What the fuck that is? That's all we want to do is bash and put down a motherfucker. That's what we do. Vlad did something to where he brings people from the past and talks about the intricacies of their situation. Honestly, if he wouldn't have brought AZ Phase on up there, that shit would even been dead in the grass. We're not gonna act like Vlad does not resurrect careers that we don't give a fuck about. That's it. That's all. Like that's you know what I'm saying? Because we want to throw a nigga away just as soon as one of his goddamn project don't hit. It's over with, and it's fucked up that we do that. So what I'm saying is, I've never heard of no motherfucker. I've never heard of a motherfucker like going home. Well, the shit with Young Buck, that shit, you know what I'm saying, stirred up some shit, whatever like that. But dog, if the people who don't want to go on Vlad, they also don't want to go on QueenzFlip, because if you don't want to go on Vlad, that means there's something that you don't want to talk about. It's something that you don't want to be said, and you know that they're going to ask about it. QueenzFlip, just when he asks about it, he gonna act like you soft when you don't answer the question. And a nigga can do that because it's like, come on, my nigga, it's me, what's up? Because you're supposed to have a different energy with niggas. But see, them niggas, DC Young Fly and them, they don't do that shit. They don't put niggas on blast and all that shit, embarrassing niggas and shit like that. So it's different ways that you can do shit. My only point is, like, dog, if we talking about we don't like a motherfucker being an investigative type person, we don't like him. Dog, I listened to the Ed Booger episode. These motherfuckers were telling him when he went to jail, it was June 8th, 2012, and you got out February 2nd, 2016. You were released and then you had a probation hold. And after that probation hold, it looks like you have a parole violation. You were denied for your parole. Like, what the fuck? Dog, if Vlad said these things and he was reading fresh off the computer, oh, that nigga the feds, man. He the feds. It's like, dog, all it takes is a simple name search and you can find all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like, dog, just, and so I feel you. Your point is pro-black, and I have to respect that. But I'm saying that the reason why I can't just go pro this, like, blindly, I'm pro-black for real. Black Lives Matter, the organization, the corporation is not pro-black. It's pro-self. It's pro-self. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference. It's a difference. Like, so pro-black means what you're saying. If the nigga black, I fuck with it. When you're pro-self, that means I don't give a fuck about, man, I'm trying to get me some money right here. Fuck all that dumb shit. And I feel like that's kind of where QueenzFlip is going, because it's like, I don't give a fuck if these niggas have fucked up situations after this shit. If niggas have to, you know what I'm saying, have real beef in the street. He had a real OG nigga, a real gangster nigga named OG Nuke on there. And he was asking a nigga about murders and the nigga was saying shit that he did that he didn't get caught for. He was talking about OG what's her name, and I killed Terminator because Terminator tried me on the yard. Look, dog, from everywhere that we're from, everybody in their respective city, we know about some shit that happened in the street that it's just not proper to talk about. Maybe an accidental killing or this or that. And that shit was put on Front Street, and he had to talk about it and all that. And when he got home, motherfucker was in the uproar because they loved one really died in prison by this man's hands. And because it makes good entertainment, QueenzFlip put that out. And I'm saying that if it's cool for him to do that, how the fuck can we slam down Vlad, who has no relation to these people? So, and they know, like, I don't have to answer this question if I don't want to. And they're already apprehensive, like, I ain't gonna go in there on that shit. But Flip, the thing that QueenzFlip does is make you feel like, oh, we just niggas in this bitch talking. But we're not just niggas in this bitch talking. We're niggas in this bitch talking with a camera running. And we're gonna make this fucking conversation into a fucking entertainment show. And that entertainment show, you making light of murdering somebody's loved one that these niggas say, I see that nigga all the time. I see him in the hood all the time. I ain't hard to find. Dog, that shit right there is like, dog, that if that happened one time on Vlad, motherfuckers be like, oh, that nigga the law, man, that nigga. And I'm just not with that. A nigga's not gonna have no fucking badge on, and I'm gonna act like I don't see that bitch because he black. Not because I've experienced too much. Sometimes the niggas with the badges be the worst motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. That's a whole nother show you need to do, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got that. I actually have that episode on the Patreon. Why we don't like black police?
I'm gonna check that out.
Why we don't like black police? Because it's like this is now their time to shine on us. So it's like that. I once again, I need somebody, and like I said, I understand the way you coming. Fuck that shit. And that's how we did with Obama. This is how we did with Obama. And shout out to my nigga Tony Delirman and anybody else, who, can see shit for what it is. Tariq Nasheed calls some of these things, what is it? Psychological reparations, or like we think it's reparations for a motherfucker to give Martin Luther King a commercial on CNN on Martin Luther King Day. What is that called? What is that called? It's called
psychological reparations.
Not psychological. It's something else. It's like it's something to make us like buck breaking. That's another one. But it's symbolic. There it is. That shout out to Black Talent B. Symbolic, yes. Symbolic reparations.
Just like right now, Joe Biden going down to Oklahoma to visit the, Black Wall Street and all that.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
But look, one more thing I want to say real fast.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Vlad showed his hand. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Ken. Here it is. What you're talking about and what your issue is that Vlad made the Farrakhan statement, and that was some real, like, hold on, my nigga, like, just make a fucking apology. But the fact that he didn't, like I said, I feel like he should have damn sure made the apology, because you need to know, nigga, this not just about pride no more. You are a white man you are a white man in a black culture, so you can't really have no pride, my nigga. So you can't have pride of fucking of platform and pride of you know, I'm a man, I'm gonna stand on what I said or whatever like that. You can't have that, my nigga. You have to understand what's going on. So the apology has to be made. But what we can't play about, if we're gonna turn our head to that shit right there and say, oh nah, fuck that, my nigga, you go look at this fucking show right here and you take your pick. Take your pick of shit. Dog, if that's the case, then close the door on Charlemagne, close the door on Envy, close the door on fucking Angela Yee, close the door on Ebro. You will have to close the door on a lot of these motherfuckers who have been prideful in times of a controversial situation. You know what I'm saying? So if we, like I said, we have to stand on principle. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no situation. Huh?
Towards black people? I mean,
are you serious towards black people?
All those people is weeding themselves out. Just like you said, Black Lives Matter, the organization, they being weeded out. They being seen for what they is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People waking up.
Okay.
Same thing with Charlemagne's and all these other cats. If they not about the culture, they being weeded out.
Hold on. First thing is this. Do we judge a man by his words or by his actions? We have to set that first, because if we're talking about that shit, then we need to know, hold on, how many black men have this person helped? How many black men have this person helped? How many black men have this person hurt? How many black men have this person hurt? So you're saying that a motherfucker's words is more important than their actions? Like, so that's the same shit that has us still voting Republican, still voting Democrat blindly. That's what has us still voting Democrat blindly without having any tangibles on the table. This is how deep this shit goes. This is how deep it goes. Because it's like, hold on, we're saying that, oh no, because Trump said that he don't like, I don't give a motherfucker who he like, nigga. Am I gonna be able to pay my motherfucking light bill next month? We don't give a motherfucker if the nigga at the goddamn gas station like us. We gotta go up that bitch and get our blood paper. We gotta go up that bitch and get our 211. We gotta go up that bitch and get our gas. But then when it comes to entertainment, nah, I don't fuck with him. On principle, I don't fuck with him. What the fuck? Nigga, the boss, hold on. The boss, hold on, let me get it. The boss man of these companies, Papa John's, the motherfucker was outed as a fucking racist, and he put Shaq in the position to keep the company going. How long are we gonna keep playing with this boo game bullshit? I would rather a motherfucker stand on principle and say, nah, I don't like niggas. But no, we ain't finna have these taxes fucked up like this. To be honest, my nigga, I really feel like what's more dangerous to us is a white black man, not a racist white man. Because we go to work every day. Niggas' bosses have called them nigga on the job, and niggas keep on raking, keep on edging, keep on cutting that motherfucking grass, because they know they have something that they need to get done. But then when it comes to entertainment, some shit that really don't got shit to do with us, no, man, I'm standing on principle on this one. What the fuck? If that's the case, my nigga, it shouldn't be one black person in the military or the fucking police force. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be for real with this shit if we really go, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, the nigga said something and it wasn't even like he's making a statement. He misquoted Farrakhan and did not want to apologize. That seems more of a pride thing than a racial thing. And I have to say that because this is the motherfucker who brought back black people that we gave up on.
So you don't think that the fact that Louis Farrakhan is seen as a controversial black leader, which we know that there's,
I don't want to, like I said, I can't, like I said, with that situation, once again, I've stated my opinion. He definitely should, he definitely should apologize. But once again, he didn't say But this is how I feel about Ferrick. The nigga misquoted him and thought he didn't. He shouldn't have to apologize because that's the clip that he got, whatever like that. And the other reason he was saying he didn't apologize because motherfucker was really trying to push him to do it. So a nigga didn't want to be forced to do something. Dog, that's nigga behavior all day. A nigga won't do something just because a nigga asked him the wrong way. That's nigga behavior. But for a nigga to get elected and don't do a motherfucking thing for niggas, but the first thing he do when he get in that bitch is make sure the alphabet people got all their rights and everything like that. Come on, my nigga. That's way more dangerous. That's way more dangerous. These motherfuckers been spitting out white black men for the longest time. They started grooming Obama as soon as they seen that motherfucking George Bush was too fucking racist, and they gonna need in the future. We gonna need a nigga face. Nigga can't just slap no nigga face on them nigga and tell me to go into a motherfucking gas chamber. I ain't on that. I'm not on that, my nigga. We have to be serious. We have to be real about this shit. A motherfucker is not going to get me locked the fuck up just because he's black. We done with that shit. After we seen Obama, after we just watched what the fuck these Democrats did, how they was all this, you ain't black if you don't vote for me shit. Kamala Harris don't know one motherfucking line of a Tupac song, but claim that's her favorite rapper. But you ain't black if you don't vote for me, and now they in that bitch and we ain't heard a word from them. Except for if you don't get a motherfucking a full shot, you won't be able to travel. Nah, my nigga, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I'm not doing that blackface shit no more. I'm not doing that blackface shit no more. This shit is about because in our real life, if a nigga is trying to give us $10 an hour and the white man is trying to give us goddamn $14 an hour, we going to the motherfucking white man. I told y'all my biggest issue with any shit on here is that we act online, black power, my nigga, we stand together. But in real life, you around this bitch hugged up with a white hoe. You know what I'm saying? No, you know I'm talking about you, Ken, but that's what I'm saying though. What the fuck is this shit? I'm not going. No, be who you are. How do you live in real life? In real life, the way I feel may not be the popular thing, but this how I feel, and that's why I had to bring it to the table. I don't want to talk about anybody on YouTube because I don't want to beef with niggas because I don't know how to beef on YouTube, and I don't want none of that. But I'm saying that this is a fucking blatant hypocrisy, a blatant contradiction, and I really want to know what is the difference, and that's the question I have. Go ahead, Ken.
That's the biggest difference to your original question to me, and I think to a lot of people. That's why they you know what I'm saying, give him black and they giving him a pass. It's because of the race card. You know what I'm saying? And even though, like you said, I know it was a simple, flap. You said the wrong thing and all that stuff, but people looked at that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, he's in the house. He's in our house of culture, you know what I'm saying? Just like Eminem. Eminem had to backpedal and, you know what I'm saying, pretty much say, yes, I am against hip-hop. Because, bruh, you got to show respect. You can't be prideful like that. You got to show respect.
Once again, hold on, but see, once again, like I said, I feel you. But I'm saying the comparison that you're making is pretty much, nah, man, that white man over there, man, yeah, he paying me goddamn $20 an hour. But man, I swear to God, that nigga voted for Trump. He had a goddamn Trump sticker in his motherfucking back window. Black man, he only give me goddamn $8 an hour, but in his back window, he ain't got nothing but black power. And that shit means something, my nigga. I ain't with all that shit, my nigga. Shit. I ain't with that shit. So that white man can keep it $20 an hour. All that goddamn Trump shit. So does he seem racist to you? No, I mean, he's nice and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? He always give me rides to work. He done gave me multiple chances. I've been late and he ain't fired me and all that, whatever. But still, though, that Trump sticker, that just let me know who he is, man. It just let me know what he buy. I'm saying, what about the black man? He only paying you $8. Does he come get you? No, he don't come get me from work. And he don't really even be, giving me that many hours or nothing. But see that black power fist in his back window, it just let me know he the one I need to fuck with, man. That just let me know, man. No, we not doing that, my nigga. We not gonna say because he misquoted somebody and he stood on pride the same way that we stand on pride all day, every day. That's what we stand on. That's what we die about. The reason why we dying about posts on social media is because that's how much pride that we have. That's what we stand on. And that is inside a man's bone, is that he don't really want to apologize. That's a grown-up thing to do. But it's like, hold on, y'all kind of, I can make an apology, but y'all niggas pushing me like the fuck. If I don't make like if I don't make an apology, y'all niggas gonna step or some shit like that. Nah, I'm good on that. I'm just gonna hold on. Like we niggas didn't had real situation where they could have diffused the whole thing because they was in the wrong, but niggas came like, no, you need to take that shit. Oh, whoa, bit home. Hold on, bit home. What the fuck you talking about? I need to do what now? You know what I'm saying? Like on some pride shit. So no, I can't really just do it like that. But that's why I said I want to.
If Vlad's product is superior, then
is what now? Is what now?
If Vlad's product is superior, whatever product that he's selling right now, which is his YouTube channel, his interviews and stuff like that, if it's better than any other product that a black person is offering. Once again, see that's one thing that I don't do. See, when I'm talking about something, and this is what I'm saying, I talk about it down the middle. The argument isn't about who's superior. The argument isn't about who charges more. The argument isn't about who's been doing it longer. The argument is, what is the difference between Vlad and QueenzFlip? Does QueenzFlip, and on top of that, you look at Say Cheese, any of these other motherfucking people who do interviews, they fucking shout out to Earth Politician TV. He has integrity, but it's hard. And so you see that the channels who get the big numbers, they're going to ask the questions that the people want to know, which is the messy fucking questions. When Young Buck comes to a platform, motherfuckers want to ask about that dude that's dressed up with a wig. Is that the thing that you want to ask a motherfucker? No, but that's what people want to know, so you're gonna ask it, and that's the job. Motherfuckers work at insurance adjuster agencies. That don't mean that they're just blood suckers. Motherfuckers is prosecutors. Nah, actually, if you're a prosecutor, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how you sleep at night with that shit y'all be saying in that courtroom. But even to that, it's saying that motherfuckers doing their job. They're doing what pays them, and what pays is you coming on this motherfucker saying, hey, so what happened with that dude that was dressed up with the wig? You know what I'm saying? Is it a good thing to ask? No, but it's like, this is what the people want to see, and niggas play into that. And I've seen each motherfucker that does good numbers, each one of them have done that. It's not just Vlad who's going up that bitch, going through your fucking history and finding out things, and then plus he got a team now. They wouldn't have to do nothing but type in your name. They'll know about my arrest in 2008. They'll know about me going on a run, about me eluding the police in 2012. They'll know all of my cases. It's not federals. And once again, the biggest thing is a white man asking you criminal question. It's way easier to deny his fucking question and say next question than it would be for QueenzFlip. QueenzFlip asked this goddamn boy about his motherfucking child's mother. He asked him about his personal fucking relationship. That's not on the fucking internet. He asked him that shit because he knew about it, because he's from the same place. That would be like me coming on this bitch and bringing somebody from Mobile on and asking them some shit I heard in the street about motherfucking some message shit, not even just some street shit. Like, man, I heard goddamn your mama fucked your uncle and had your little sister. What the fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with some rap shit? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, let's just be for real. Let's just be honest with this shit.
I want somebody to come on, holler at me, other than their race. Tell me the difference between QueenzFlip and DJ Vlad. Shout out to Yogi Fish, man. Yogi Fish said, bless up to your quality program. Yogi Fish, I appreciate that. That's my first time seeing you. I appreciate that love. Shout out to Diane Ledford. Oh, she made the Head First 2 pre-order. That's love. That's love. That's what we doing, man. I appreciate people who showing love on the pre-orders, man. That's love. Dre Keaton said, been fucking with you since 2018. Keep going. Nigga, you been there from the beginning. Shout out to that nigga Dre, man, showing that love. But yeah, just let me know, you know what I'm saying, the difference, because like I said, I can't lie, dog. That shit, it really threw me off. It really threw me off to see that, you know, a nigga could come on this motherfucking internet and just and really what he's doing, that's that New York shit too. That's that up north shit. The way that they do shit, like when he knows he's talking about something he shouldn't be talking about, he's saying, I'm gonna go ahead and get off this topic, but let me ask you, that's real fucking interrogation tactics. The shit that he does is truly interrogation tactics, and that shit has real fucking effects in the streets. Real lasting effects in the streets. People don't like, because when niggas is sitting up here talking about you on the show and you a nigga and your reputation is how you live, and niggas up there like making light of your name or a situation that you was in, that shit can make you stand up and do something. More than a motherfucking white man asking a goddamn question about, you know what I'm saying, what happened and how this happened. When I see a white man asking me a question, that's easy as fuck. We not talking about nothing criminal, or the criminal shit that we talking about, I done already did that case. That case is done. And that's what I was saying from the fucking beginning. Dog, niggas is going on Vlad talking about how they caught cases. That shit is interesting. Niggas do that shit on info mines. Niggas do that shit on what's the numbers. Niggas do that shit on motherfucking documentary channels on YouTube. Niggas do that shit all over the fucking internet. You talking about a situation that you got into back in the day and how you got locked up for 20 years or how they caught you and shit like that, that's not incriminating. And once again, it goes back to that shit to that scared nigga mentality on some, oh, that's a white man. There's a white man asking me questions. Oh my God. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like nigga putting like some extra respect on a white. I don't believe in that big bad scary white man shit. That nigga can't get me to say shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like niggas can't be experienced in shit like that. The feds came and talked to me 3 times. I've been with the feds. Interrogation room, I don't know how many times, but talking to the real FBI. And I went in that bitch and did my numbers. I went in that bitch, a white man asked me, I gotta tell the truth. I don't believe in that shit. This fucking motherfucker can't make me tell on myself with no motherfucking case. Dog, Katrina made a post. Y'all know I love talking about Katrina. Katrina made a post. It was a picture. It's on her Instagram. Go to Katrina Instagram. I think it's KRG. Yeah, it is. It's KRG. Damn, I can't see it no more. KRG. Yeah, KRG _ 2858. And she said, and she put a picture up of a sticker with an RR on it on her headrest, and then she put like a sticker on the centerpiece in her car with her nails right there, and her nails were undone. and she was like acting like she was flossing and shit like that. And it was motherfuckers in the comments who just really went off there like, if you got it, you don't have to be flossing. Like, wasn't even understanding what the fuck she was trying to say, because immediately what they respected was seeing that RR. They didn't look no deeper into it. I see RR. She's in the position that I see motherfuckers be in when they be flexing. I'm going straight at, and they went straight in without even knowing what the fuck was going on. Dog, when you see, especially if we over 15 years old, we supposed to be able to look at something, analyze it, and say, okay, that's what that is. Why in the fuck are we fearful? How in the fuck is the goddamn white man more intimidating than two niggas in a fucking studio with multiple niggas, and they asking you street shit like, nigga, I'm gonna wanna talk more tough in an environment of niggas than me being in a fucking environment with a white man asking me questions. A white man asking me questions, that already put me in a clammy type mode. I don't even want to really talk no more. But if this is how my career is gonna go to the next level, then I have to go in knowing, okay, I can talk about all my old cases. I was hit for this, and this. Me and D got bam down there. They caught us when we was running through the woods. They didn't catch us when we did that, but we went to jail for that. I know it, but I'm not gonna talk about nothing that I didn't get caught for. And if the nigga asks me about something I didn't get caught for, I'm gonna immediately analyze. He knows that because of something. All right, I'm gonna go the other way with it. We're grown people. That's the whole thing. That's my whole issue with the motherfucking Me Too movement. Is that you're a grown woman. You went to his room at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought that we were just going to talk about the Bible, and next thing I know, he just got on top of me. And I'm not with that victim bullshit. Especially if you a street nigga. This fucking white man got you to fucking incriminate yourself and get banned. Come on with that bullshit, my nigga. And then time after time, niggas that go to jail after being on Vlad, they said, dog, Vlad didn't have shit to do with my fucking case. ARF said it. Taxstone said it. Casanova 2 times said it. But motherfuckers keep running with this narrative, and I don't like that shit, because a narrative is all good until it's a narrative about you. And I don't like it. I don't like it because, and that's the same reason why I made the Men Too movement. Dog, I don't give a fuck if it's Bill Cosby or R. Kelly or whoever the fuck. If motherfuckers can make a case out of thin air and get you convicted off of their words, everybody's in trouble. It's not about the situation. It's about I tell y'all that all the time. It's not about the situation. It's about the principle. A bad narrative, a fake narrative, and just because it fits, oh, that's a nigga from the South, so you know, goddamn, he up. Dog, what the fuck? Let's find out what the truth is. Big Face Podcast, who is this online?
Tommy trolling.
Tommy trolling on the line. All right, speak to me, big home.
All right, I'm just going to sit on real quick back to work, man, but I'm looking like, same agenda, like, Vlad, a good cop, QueenzFlip bad cop. How to get it. Good cop, bad cop. You know, got the same agenda, just more just more just.
I'm having a hard time understanding. You said what now?
I said, I feel like, you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I feel like they got the same agenda. It's like a good cop, bad cop dynamic. So Vlad is a good cop, QueenzFlip a bad cop. That's why people were susceptible to Vlad, because it's the delivery of it. That makes sense.
You're saying good cop, bad cop, and who's the good cop?
You see, Vlad's a good cop. Vlad's a good cop. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's open to Vlad. You know, QueenzFlip, you know, he'll clown you. You know, it's third bad cop machine. But Vlad, tone is like much lower, much more friendlier. So it's my opinion.
Okay, so you're saying good cop, bad cop. All right, so tell me. Did I not tell y'all the price for Head First too? The deluxe edition is $40. It's $40 for the deluxe edition. You get the signed CD, the actual real CD with the big back and everything, the official CD signed. You get 3 bonus tracks with me on there rapping, and you get a signed bandana. When you go to the PayPal or the Cash App, you pay the $40, and then in the note of the Cash App or the PayPal, put in your mailing address, and we'll have that out to you. All right, now you're saying that it's good cop, bad cop. So tell me, what do you think the difference is between Vlad and QueenzFlip?
See the difference?
Uh-huh.
I really don't see any difference. I feel like same agenda, just 2 different ways to go to. Kind of like a white Jesus energy, I call it. Like Vlad got the white Jesus energy. We put him on a pedestal, so we feel like we have to tell stuff.
Now, and I kind of feel, and I'm not gonna act like I don't know what that is. You saying that, you know, Vlad is on a pedestal, so you feel like you have to tell him stuff, but that's with Charlemagne. That's with anybody in this industry. If you're gonna be in this entertainment industry, this is the fucking victim mentality I don't like. Whenever a motherfucker act like somebody just mentally fucking did telekinesis and got them to fucking say something that they didn't want to say, or you was on a casting couch and you didn't even know that he was standing up and you didn't notice that you were taking your pants off because he just had so much power and influence, you didn't want to fuck up your career. That's a choice that you made. If you're so worried about impressing Vlad and shit like that, that you go up that bitch and say some shit that can get you bammed, that's on you. That's you being thirsty about trying to make it in this fucking industry. And so when we start talking about them back doors and them secret meetings where everybody naked and Puff Daddy telling you, come party with me and shit like that, that could be a fucking narrative. Everybody says Puff Daddy is with that weird shit and he wants you to do some weird shit in order to get with him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have the choice. Ain't none of this shit forceful. You get on the casting couch, you want to be in the next movie, so when the casting director makes his advances, you go for it. That was your fucking choice. That was your choice. You made a conscious decision that I'm going to get further in my career by just doing this right here. And if you're that type of person that your integrity doesn't fuck with you that bad, so you can go in this room and be straight and go in that room and be curved, then that's on you. All the way down to, so when you're saying that people look up to Vlad like white Jesus, I can definitely see what you're saying, but it's the same thing with Charlemagne the God. It's the same thing with Ebro, maybe even more, because motherfuckers want to be in their good grades. It's the same thing with academics, so on and so forth. Motherfuckers are so thirsty for their career to pop off that they will sacrifice their integrity. And that is a personal fucking issue. Once again, I told you it's the one person rule. If one person from the 80s didn't smoke crack and didn't go to prison and didn't start selling crack, it shows that that was a fucking choice. When we saw that Peewee Longway and what's the other dude name went on that motherfucker and said, oh no, I don't know nothing about no crip. You know, I just like the color blue. That let us know, dog, you don't have to motherfucking go up this bitch and pump your chest like no big tiger. If all Vlad wants is for you to incriminate, that's how you feel. He wants you to incriminate yourself. Don't do the interview in the first place. We not only are we grown men, but we gangsters. We're gangsters. We niggas who did shit in the street, did time for that shit, and niggas didn't tell. Some of these niggas did tell, but they still did gangster shit in the past. But you know, a rat is a rat is a rat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what it is. Like we not no fucking little girls. We gangsters. We were able to fort and hold on. and was able to ward off motherfucking detectives and investigators. We was able to beat the people when they, you know what I'm saying, was trying to surveil us and shit like that. But now we get in front of a motherfucking DJ and he answering us questions and we don't have no fucking power. We must confess. Stop that shit, my nigga. Stop that shit. Who this is on the line? Big Fat Podcast.
Yeah, this is that gang. What's up with you, man? I ain't checking in with you in a minute, man. I'm at work, but I just wanna just give my input real quick on the stuff that they have.
Speak on that, be on.
Man, honestly, man, I'm gonna be one thunder, man. I think both of them love. And the reason I say that is because
I think we having trouble hearing you. Say it again now.
I think both of them love. If you watch the questions they ask, the interview questions it be more about your criminal history
yes.
than your fucking rap career.
Let me say this. Now, a nigga, and this is what I'm saying. We have to be experienced. A motherfucker asking about your criminal history isn't police shit because everybody wants to know that. You gotta so you at work now, so I see yeah, it's a lot. It's like no. I'm gonna handle. I'm gonna put you on mute right here, and I'm gonna put you off mute when it's time for you to talk. Hold on. See, the thing about that is, an interviewer isn't the law because he asks you incriminating question. Every interviewer is asking incriminating questions about your gangster past because that's what the fuck you put out there. Every one of these artists in their bio, I just did a video about Dusty Locane. I think he's the new industry plant. This nigga sounds just like fucking Pop Smoke. That's also coming out on the Patreon with the Pooh Shiesty video. But these niggas, all in their music, this is what the fuck they're saying. Niggas aren't going, Dusty Locane, I'm gonna find out what his name is. After this, or Trey Songz, I'm gonna go find. Do you see that motherfuckers don't really have R&B people up there? Because drama is what motherfuckers need. Niggas in their song incriminate themselves. See, it's crazy how we compartmentalize these situations. We know that these niggas is all online in the yard with the guns and shit like that. All online telling niggas where to pull up at and all online telling niggas they didn't already caught 2 bodies, they ready to catch their 3rd one. All in their song talking about, nigga, I didn't, everything that they done did. And now when an interviewer asks you about that shit you were talking about in your song, he's the fucking law. How in the fuck? No, hold on. I ain't got you on yet. Hold on. Go ahead, actually. Go ahead.
Okay. I think that you're not wrong. About that.
Damn, that bitch cut off. Hold on, Finesse. Hold on, Finesse. I gotta get you back in. Man, shout out to Sean. Shout out to Sean Smalls. Sean Smalls said, I want that head first deluxe. He put his shit in that. Shout out to all, man. I appreciate that love. Real talk, my nigga. Y'all fucking with these pre-order that love, my nigga. Nigga put a lot of work into this project, man, to get y'all something real, man. So I really appreciate that love, man. That shit going in the mail immediately. Let me get y'all something. Hold on.
They jacked Pooh Shiesty. They took his money. They jack Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty like. They jack Pooh Shiesty. They took his money. They jack Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty like, oh shit. Pooh Shiesty let it off. They done jack his bitch ass in this bitch. Oh, look at everybody ready. Look at everybody jacking everybody ready.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just the festive time. I'm sorry, man. Me and Minnie, he just doing a little PlayStation stuff. She's clearly here with somebody. Leave this man alone. Leave her alone.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going down?
Leave everybody alone.
Hey, no.
No, leave everybody alone. No, it's not. Get him in his stuff. Let me tell you something. Oh my God. Come on. We're not out here for this. This is how I came out here for this. Stop! Stop! Come on. Y'all need to stop. Please cut it out. No, don't get that nigga.
Hey, Chris! Hey, go get Chris!
All right, go ahead. We listening to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's my fault.
Like I'm saying, as far as with the interview, I don't think it's too much about the questions they ask them. I think it's about how they ask the questions. And the reason I say that is because when you did interview to me, I feel like they police like they do their job real good. The best way to get a motherfucker to tell on themselves is you cater to his ego. You know what I'm saying? Especially brother, we got a big ego, we got a big bravado. So if you're talking about anything that we did in the area, and the way you ask the question, you don't ask the question like you interrogate. You ask the question like you actually praising them, and you want to like.
See that, and that's a problem, and once again, that's another one of our problems. That's another one of a big part of our problems. Because a presidential candidate says something in a way that we don't like it, we'll go with the other person who says, if you don't vote for me, then you trying to vote for Trump, then you just ain't black. And that's on Wu-Tang. Yeah, and Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, my favorite rapper is Tupac and Biggie Smalls. I love the song they have, Meet You at the Crossroads. I just fucking love that fucking song. That's our problem. I don't give a fuck if you say fuck me in Spanish, French, English, or Haitian. That's what the fuck you said. Either way it goes, these niggas on QueenzFlip are talking about gangster situations. So just because this is the bigger problem. The bigger problem is the Obamas, the people who look like us, the Black Lives Matter organization people, because they look like us. And yeah, man, the police is this, man. Black Lives Matter. Send the money right here. Send it. And then yeah, man, send that money. Cause Black Lives Matter, the police, and all that. Yeah. And we go for it. The way that you ask, are you serious? It's the way that they say it. So, and that's do you know? Let me tell y'all. When the Secret Service came and got me from Snug Harbor, and if you on the Patreon, you didn't see in that story, I actually went to the site where they got me. when they came and got me, took me down there to the they took me to the Fed building. That's down there on Broad Street by the food stamp office. I'm in handcuff right here, and they saying, yeah, man. So tell me about how you how did you get all this money? John. Yeah, it was 5 sandwiches. It was 5 sandwiches. That's what I said. And I said 5 sandwiches. Charlie. Hold on, Charlie. Hold on. See, that's why Charlie, he told me. See, he told me to tell, and it was Thursday. That's what I'm saying. And so I had my shoes on. Huh? I'm gonna bug the fuck out in that room, man. I don't give a motherfucker how. And so when I was doing all that, them niggas, this nigga trying to play us. So them motherfuckers sent a black police officer in that motherfucking interrogation room, and that nigga come in that bitch. Man, you know what you facing, man? Man, you better help these folks out. Man, you know what? Man, these folks, they trying to hang you. Man, you better tell these folks what's going on. They had left out and they were going to hit the second property in Knollwood. They ain't find shit there either. But yeah, man, you better tell these folks. They had told the fucking black lieutenant to go in there and see if he can make me crack. Because that's how niggas think. A nigga, the white man asks you a question and you and this bitch, you know how to play dumb and everything. But then a nigga come in this bitch, man, look, I really, so now he can break me? This black man can break me because he's black? I'm not supposed to know that he's working with them? And this motherfucker jumped up and down to go help them folks because this was they were down there for me. And that's how the nigga Maxie got fired, because he brought them folks down there to investigate me for a whole week, and it wasn't nothing on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he was jumping up and down to motherfucking help these people. So they said before they left, they told him, see if you can make them crack. So he come in that bitch and, man, you better tell these folks what's going on, man. I mean, you know these folks finna try to give you, man. You better tell these folks, man, you finna be gone. You better tell these folks what's going on. And I looked at that nigga. I said, that's what I'm saying. Uncle, call mom. Oh, why you ain't getting out of here, Uncle? What's your name? Oh, you know my mama, that's my mama. Oh, sister, why take the key off? Take the key off. Hold on, man, I don't know. Oh, who is your mama? Oh, don't do me like that. Oh, don't do me like that. Nah, man, I'm gone, man. I'm not fucking breaking character for no motherfucking black man or anybody in that motherfucking uniform. I wouldn't give a fuck who came in that room. If you in shape and you come in that fucking Fed office, I'm not talking to you. If you out of shape, I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying no words until I'm back in Dabney. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I don't want to talk around the phones. You gonna send a nigga in this bitch to fucking make me stop acting crazy. I called that nigga my uncle and everything. I told that nigga get me the key to get me out of there. Made that nigga believe that he really was my fucking uncle. Not falling for that shit. That's our problem. That's our problem. They said, like, Mr. Lewis, I need you to tell me, how did you get all of this money? See, that's the devil right there. That's the devil. See, that's the devil. The black man coming up, man, look, man, these folks gonna get it time. Go on, let me know what's going on with the money so we can go and get you out of here. All right, so what happened was, man, when I robbed the dude, see, he didn't have that much money on him. I was really about to jump over the counter, but see, it was too high. Are you serious? This is what I'm talking about. Niggas not really built for that street shit like that because they fall for that type of shit. A black face can come in and tell you anything and you just going for it. And that's why we fucked up. Because you don't think them people found out long time ago that we respond better? The motherfuckers have been using niggas to get information on us since the slave days. Niggas been bamming niggas since the slave days, man. You judge a man by his works, by his character. Give a fuck if this motherfucker talk hard, if this motherfucker is with all that motherfucking rah-rah shit, that nigga ain't put in no fucking work. That nigga quiet as a motherfucker and knocked off 3 niggas. That's our problem. We will eat a shit sandwich if you present it to us in the right way. And that's why I felt like this needed to be addressed. Because as long as that's how we rocking, we will always be confused. The Shade Room, Petty Blog, the Dancers Locker Room, all of these motherfucking channels that are promoting weave and makeup and telling our women to motherfucking go out there, bitch, and be the fucking sluts and be a slave to that money. These motherfuckers could be ran by white people. The first word that we heard about the Black Lives Matter shit is that it was fucking funded by George Soros. And then I'm just hearing that the Bill Clinton pardoned a woman that was doing some Arab type shit in America, like, you know, the booms and stuff like that. She was doing that type of shit, and she got pardoned by Clinton, and she's on the fucking Black Lives Matter board. A motherfucker is not going to be able to put on a black face and just make me follow them blindly. COINTELPRO, we've seen multiple times Fred Hampton would not have been slain had it not been for an insider. That's how niggas get fucked over, man. That's how niggas get fucked over. Feds been trying to get you for 2 years, but they keep sending white boys and Italians and fucking Mexicans. But all they got to do is send a nigga in that bitch with some baggy clothes and you going for it? Oh, my nigga, I'm not with that. And this ain't to say that QueenzFlip is the fucking police, because none of these niggas is the fucking police. These niggas are just trying to get some money. And they're just giving in to what it is. They're giving in to what it is. They're just like, this is what get views, so I'm going to do this. Because everybody wants a platform. Everybody wants clout. So they don't give a fuck about asking no question. Like, and then they feel like, nigga, I'm asking you the question because it was on the blogs, nigga. It was you said it in your song. You keep talking about this shootout in your song. That's all you talk about is this fucking shootout in your song. You keep talking about you already got one body. You wouldn't mind to get another one. If you listen to these nigga music, these are the fucking things that you will hear. Song after song, they keep talking about a certain situation, and niggas will ride one gangster situation for their whole fucking career because it sounds good in the verse. So if an interviewer wants to bring it up and say, so look, what actually happened in that shootout that you was in? Oh, that nigga the law. Man, this nigga the motherfucking law, my nigga. Dog, you're a convicted felon, and all you show on your Instagram is guns, dope, and money. You're saying that me asking you on this interview, so you're going to jail right after this fucking interview. So you're going to leave out this room and go into custody. Stop with that retarded ass, boogeyman ass, stupid ass shit. This is why we so fucked up, because motherfuckers feed into this symbolism shit so much. Tariq Nasheed just made a post. Tariq Nasheed just made a post on his Instagram, and it said, motherfuckers went to goddamn, hold on, let me see. Motherfuckers went the congressional Tariq. There it is. That's what he said. He said the Democrats sent members of the Congressional Black Caucus to Tulsa, and instead of pushing for reparations for the victims of the Tulsa race massacre, they decided to have a plantation jubilee dance off. And what you see is old niggas down that bitch dancing to fucking tribal drums. So symbolically, oh man, look at the Democrats are really putting things together for black people. But if a camera would have showed a whole bunch of white people conversating, oh man, this motherfucking racist ass shit. But all they talking about is reparations, pushing and fighting for them. Dog, I don't know what y'all, that's what I'm saying, dog. I think that's really what this shit breaks down to. It really breaks down to what, and shout out to Ken. That's love. Shout out to Ken for actually saying it. And that's what I said earlier. What's the difference between Vlad and fucking QueenzFlip besides race? And that's just what it is. Nigga, we voted for Obama the first time because we wanted a fucking black president. Let's get the first black president in there, and then we'll worry about what's out best for our interest. I don't know, my nigga. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is what. You know, I'm just coming into this business shit, whatever like that. But my nigga, I've never known no difference of shit for no president. Trump, Bush, Obama, whoever the fuck. I've never known no difference. That shit has never fucking mattered to me. It's never changed anything. Nothing. Playing this. Man, it looked like that fucking puppet just moved. I must be tripping. But I'm not with that, my nigga. I'm not with it. Man, shout out to that boy Corey Parks. Corey Parks just came through. I don't know what the hell he just said, but he showed crazy love. Corey Parks just went crazy on this bitch. Corey Parks said, let me see what the fuck he said. That nigga ain't say shit. That nigga went crazy. That bitch ain't say nothing, man. Man, shout out to Donald Davis. Shout out to Donald Davis. Y'all know y'all can always go get his book, World Warfare, on Amazon. Donald Davis said, great discussion tonight. People putting their life on the line for clout. Clout is an imaginary, I think he's imaginal drug, imaginal as in imagination, legalized free speech, sorcery ain't dead. When you have time, please replace my website. Oh, okay, I'm getting too deep now. It's just worldview warfare. Okay, we'll change that. I'll get that changed for you, Donald. No problem. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like that. Where I said, Sean. Shout out to that boy Psych L. Psych L just said he need that motherfucking head first too. deluxe edition. That is love, love, love. I appreciate everybody that's supporting it. Like I said, I put a lot of work. I actually do have a documentary coming behind the project to show how it was made and shit like that. I put a lot into it. Brim D put a lot into it. 3PK put a lot into it. And like I said, it's just, this is what this is, how we starting. And I appreciate y'all supporting that love. If you do want to get a deluxe edition, the pre-orders are available. $40, Cash App or PayPal. Put in your address in the PayPal or Cash App note. With the Head First 2 Deluxe Edition, what you get is the signed actual physical graphic CD, 3 bonus tracks with me on it, and a signed bandana from Brim D. So I appreciate everybody showing love and supporting what we doing, man. But at the end of the day, once again, if somebody can give me something more than race, when we're talking about QueenzFlip and we're talking about Vlad, if somebody, or you can say cheese in there, like the dog. I was watching the fucking CC show. Dog, let me see, dog. Let me see if I can't find that fucking shit, dog. I was watching the CC show and a nigga got on there saying that he just robbed this nigga. He said he just robbed this nigga in Miami. And the nigga who got robbed said, yeah, you robbed me for shit. Like the nigga was actually gun to tummy, gun to head, unscrew your earring. That's all the CC show was. It's a fucking show where niggas come on that bitch and talk about motherfucking gangster shit they did and how niggas is bitches in the street. What the fuck is niggas talking about? You're saying that fucking Vlad is more incriminating than the fucking CC show?
Yeah, that really show that you know what you're doing.
I don't want to do none of that. I'm fasting. I'll turn on music off.
You don't like music when you're fasting?
Yeah, I can't hear no music.
That was kind of weird.
Final got nothing to do with nobody. This nigga's whole man. I think it might be over. I'm gonna keep it on. It might be over. Nobody come out yet. Oh wait, he's not fire department. He's not fire department. Oh wait. He's not fire department. Yeah, he's not fire department. He's not fire department. The head right there. It could be all over. No, he's not fire department. It's crazy. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. He's not fire department. Wait. Wait, he's not fire department.
Here it is. Here it is, right here. Look at it. Look at it. Look. Look.
This one's gonna be a goodie.
What did?
Sneaky one too. A sneaky one.
Listen.
Yeah. Really, yeah. Yo, Cash and J, yo, get the other nigga in here too, the 365 nigga. The 360 Dre nigga or whatever. Get them both in here. Oh man. This one's gonna be a goodie. I just hit him up. Just a quick one too. Just a quick one. Clubhouse edition. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Before you start, it's them in again.
Watch this shit. Watch this. Just listen to this. Listen. All right, bet. Watch this shit. Watch this.
Yo. All right, bet. I see it. Yeah. Yeah. All that. The tummy, the head, the school bag, from the get-go. Start from the get. All right, bet. You gonna start from Cali? Yeah. What? All right, cool. I'm the other nigga in here, so I don't know who in here. Cool. The man 360 Dre is a bozo. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why he got involved was because he tried to say, hold on, I mean, at Trayvon too. At Trayvon too. And we always in Cali. We always in Cali together. If y'all don't know my name, Smooth. I'm from the. Yo, what up, Trey? Shit, what's going on, guys? Y'all niggas gotta put your phones on Do Not Disturb, man. I got you right now. Y'all niggas gotta put your phones on Do Not Disturb, man. Yo, what's up, Trey? Thank you, man. Yo, Trey here? Yeah, he right there. This shit go back. I got it. All right, bet. I'm here. I'm start from Cali. I take the this shit I'm telling y'all the lie. All this shit is no cap. Boom. I get the Cali. The nigga Dre, from 360 Dre nigga was already in Cali doing whatever he was doing, right? CC nigga getting his money in Cali. Cool. Me, my son D, my son Zay, it was a couple of us that actually went out there to Cali and met with this nigga. I was already going to Cali to do my own EDD situation. Dre hit me like, yo, listen, I'm in Cali. I need your help with cashing some money orders. I said, all right, cool, I got you. Boom. The nigga, he started moving wacky. He started cashing out all his shit. What happened was he had $180,000 worth of money orders. He got robbed. Nah, it wasn't 180. It wasn't 180. It was, how much was it, Trey? It was 80 and MOs. And then 80 MO pieces with cash too, right? Look, my son was 21 right there. He was there too. Anyway, long story short, that's what happened in Cali. He get booked for all that. He started acting wacky. He started talking crazy. He had two bitches out there. Some bitch named Punzi and some bitch named Gigi. I fucked both up. Oh, damn. Cool. That was his bitch. Wait, he was out there talking. Listen, hold on. He was talking about Punzi and that Gigi bitch talking about how he paid for my flight and how he paid me $50 to come out there and cash money orders for him. So I'm going my shit on like that. I'm gonna leave it come back. Huh? I'm gonna leave it come back. I don't know my shit on. Alright, go ahead. Yo, Jeff, yo, what up, man? Y'all didn't know my body. I didn't know I'm not capping. I don't do this shit. Anyways, long story short, now we in Cali now. So boom, once I found out that he was talking hot and talking crazy, he had a rental. I knew what rental he had. I had my own rental. I had my own Airbnb. I had my own rental. I chased this nigga through Cali streets, this all that. It was great to follow out there. I was trying to get this nigga in Cali. I was trying to chase it. I chased the nigga down in Cali. He got away. I couldn't catch him. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the Charger. He was in the Corvette, and that nigga was gone. I ain't gonna lie. Corvette. He was gone. He was out of here. Track star. Anyways, long story short, now we get to New York now. Everybody's home now. I get back to New York. This is where I robbed tonight. This is when the gun to the tummy and the air come off. I'm telling a story. So anyways, he gets to New York. I find out I fucked the GG bitch. I fucked the punchy bitch. I found out that he was talking crazy and he like basically saying that he sent me out there to work for him and he was paying me $50 for every money order that I cashed. It was a lie. It was $200 for every money order that I cashed. Anyways, long story short.
The dude with 3-6 straight here and he's coming.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like you get him up here. Like, and this is my thing with this nigga. This is my thing with this nigga. You, my nigga. You gotta stop talking low, my nigga. You gotta stop acting like cool. You passed me up in Miami. My bad fuck, and then you say you're talking to niggas with a lot. I had duck on me in Miami. I had black on me in Miami, brother. I had duck in the bag. I was about to rob you again and your man's that Tatum. So my man Chase said chill. That's why I ain't rob you on the strip, nigga. Cause my man Chase said chill. I went from New York to Atlanta to Miami with the duck in the car. So I don't know what niggas talk about, nigga. I can show you. I got the same fucking grip in my closet right now. Now, number one, you was talking hot and talking crazy, and I told you after I robbed you why I robbed you. You said you understood. So why are you on here telling niggas like, yo, what's up with Smooth and all that, and when you get next to me, you don't do nothing? Why you ain't punch me in my face, my nigga? Why you ain't pop on me? You pussy. You mad pussy. Yeah, you out of here. That's cool. Anyway, now I'm gonna tell you about how I robbed him now. So, long story short, my son Zay had owed him a little bit of bread. Zay ended up linking up with the nigga in the Bronx. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I know you live at. So I pulled up. Let me connect. I'm connected. I pulled up in the Bronx. Dre, what's up? Hello. You can bounce all this how you robbed. You know what's up. Niggas, I pulled like that. I put y'all niggas to get money. No, I'm like, oh my God, keep on living. Y'all not living with my shit, nigga. You bought it. I'm not that Dre. Don't worry about it. I'm like, what else do you got, bum ass nigga? I'm lying. Yes, nigga, Yo, Dre. You was not living in Miami. I mean, who was going to Cali? I didn't fly y'all. Y'all flew out, and then we linked up there. Did we not? Yeah, nigga, I just said that. All right, and y'all staying with me, right? No. Y'all staying with me, right? Y'all staying with you, brother. We all put up money. You put up the most money because you had the biggest room. Let's talk about it. Okay. I wasn't getting niggas money. They said that. I wasn't getting niggas money. You wasn't giving niggas $200 to cash your money orders, bro. What money you put in my pocket? I put y'all on the source. 100%. I put y'all on the source. Put y'all niggas on the source. You know what? I had my own EBT cards on there, bro. You had no EBT cards out there. What about you had no EBT? You know that, bro. You know that. I'll see you, my nigga, again. I'm gonna rob you again. Where's my mother? What are you gonna tell that shit? It's gonna be out there. Where's my mother? What are they? Do you remember he into the studio, nigga? How you got your watch back? How you got your back? Who gave him back to you? Huh? Who gave back to you? Nobody gave him back to you, Eric. I still have my watch. Got them on to this day. Still have my watch. Bum ass right there. Bum ass right there. But I'm gonna Dre, until you get money, bro. Dre, what I do, I get money. You again, and I'm gonna rob you again. I get money. I get money. I'm gonna rob you again. All right, it's okay. All right, bet. Anyway, I'm telling you how I robbed him now. Anyway, nigga Dre close up to the situation. He pulled up on square. The nigga live on Bronxwood. Pulled up on Bronxwood. And the range over to be cool. I told the nigga after he went shopping. I ain't catch him. If I was shopping, I would have to that much. I don't know how much I was shopping. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, your jacket like $2,800. I sold that to you. Matter of fact, it's the dog. I sold the dog. $800. My man wrong. I fucking real right niggas out here. I like it out here, bro. But I can definitely respect me. I'm holler at you. And niggas that don't respect me. Niggas on my watch. Yeah, I can't niggas know me. A lot of niggas, Todd, D-Dot, all niggas know me. They call me when Sonny go down. What's up, Ben? Call me. Every time Sonny go down, I'm outside. I'm always outside. Well, respect me. Dre, you know my body. And I told you I robbed you because you were talking crazy. And you said, I understand. You said you respect me. I said, I understand. Wow. You see Dre Why every time you see Trey, you ask that nigga, what's up, what's move? Why you trying to get niggas to move on me? Why I don't need nobody to move on you, bro. I don't need nobody to move on you at all, bro. Why you ain't like this? I'm dolo. I was dolo. You was out there with dolo? You was doing 6 niggas. I was dolo. That nigga had 3 you out there with niggas. The fuck? What you mean? You took a pop on you. Pussy, I was popped on you. What you in your mans? And then nigga roll up your ass. I'm a pop, bro. It was so serious. That was dolo, bro. You ain't dolo. You supposed to move on me, pussy. You supposed to move on me. Drop location right now. I'm gonna go live with CC and drop that up. Drop location. Yeah, y'all can do that somewhere else. Now I don't hear it.
So the nigga CC, period point blank, it's all about clout. It's all about getting attention. The nigga CC created a platform by letting niggas that commit crimes in New York or wherever, you know what I'm saying? You listen to these niggas, they talking about the EDD, they talking about cash and money orders, just everything that an officer would need. So now either one of these motherfuckers go on Vlad and Vlad ask him about it. Vlad is the fucking police. I'm not with the retarded shit, my nigga. I'm not with the retarded shit. That's not logical. That's not mathematical. Shout out to all my 5%ers. That shit don't add up. You just got on video and he explains the whole situation, how he put the gun to his stomach, how he put the gun to his head, and he had the EDD card. He was making his own moves. So these niggas are talking about committing fraud. You can play this in any courtroom. But CC isn't the police because what now? Once again, niggas aren't experienced. Niggas aren't experienced. So y'all niggas ain't, a lot of niggas ain't gangsters, a lot of niggas ain't street niggas. Because for a nigga to say that because a nigga looks urban, he can't be the fucking police. The best fucking confidential informants are the motherfuckers that are in the hood, blend in with the hood, and are calling every time something happens. What the fuck is niggas on? The police cannot be in the hood when shit happens. If the police did not have confidential informants, they wouldn't have 95% of their fucking cases. The problem with the CI, the problem with the CC show and QueenzFlip and all this shit like this, you talking to a nigga, so you will be more open with shit and speak. You talk to Vlad, that's a motherfucking white man with a beard. You can't look more police than that. You cannot look more police than that. And once again, Vlad is not free of any charges. He does the same messy shit that every other interviewer does. These niggas have gone to new heights to where now on the CC show, you can record your crime and send it to CC and he'll play it on the show and niggas come up on there and talk about the shit and talk about how I'm a killer nigga and all this shit like this. This motherfucker, the whole nigga that got robbed, gets on this motherfucker and starts talking about how he don't have to move on him. I got the money so I can make some shit happen. He's insinuating that he's gonna put money on the nigga head. Not to mention the fact that these niggas go on Instagram Live and say what they're going to do and make clear who their enemy is, making a fucking timeline. A good journalist does his research, so you'll know, all right, he has beef with him, he has beef with that clique. And the reason why, as a journalist, you might need to know this so that you don't ask that motherfucker about that motherfucker unknowingly. The biggest thing in my mind that I can remember of how a nigga responds to a nigga doing the same messy shit that the white man does is Quando Rondo standing up during his Rap Radar interview or the cigar talk shit with that funny looking nigga. And he stood up when the nigga asked him about why the beef started. Just had no patience with the motherfucker. But motherfucker go on Vlad and speak quietly and yeah. We gotta get out of this old nigga mindset, this old slave nigga mindset to where the white man is big and scary and you must respect him and the nigga is just, you know, what the fuck, man? If nigga wanna say that Vlad is the police, that's fine. Just as long as you give that same motherfucking moniker and go the same and you run at niggas at the same velocity that you run at Vlad. This shit right here is obviously police. And for the nigga, here's the worst part about it for me with the New York niggas. New York niggas would be like, and they'll be being funny with this shit. Oh, no, we don't talk about that. You know, we want to keep that on the hush. You know, we don't want. Nigga, this nigga done talked about every crime, all these situations, and then you start talking about the nigga's mother dying or some shit like that. Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about that. You know, we don't want to get, you know, we want to keep it real. So now you hit me with the nigga shit like, yeah, you in good hands. I'm a black man too, so I'm gonna watch out for you. How many times have we seen Charlemagne, Wendy Williams, so on and so forth, make fucking careers off of embarrassing and starting fucking narratives about artists? To my knowledge, the only thing that Vlad says is what you see on camera. There's no narrative started. You can't tell if he's there to simply embarrass the artist. Charlemagne comes out the box. This is how he made his name. Ebro, the motherfucker kicked Kodak Black out the fucking interview for some reason. Motherfuckers are doing shit like this, trying to embarrass motherfuckers to come up. But because the white man asked the question, oh Lord, oh whoa, hey, man, what the fuck, man? Whoa, hey. Come on, my nigga. And that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, we still tripping over the small shit. We still falling down the little speed bumps. We can't even get to the big fucking problem because we still playing with these fucking dumbass shit. Oh man, no, Vlad asked that man what happened when he went to jail, man. What the fuck? Meanwhile, you got multiple motherfuckers making shows, making real shows on Instagram Live and Clubhouse, putting fucking Jacksonville rappers against each other, Chicago rappers against each other. Niggas have made channels. You have a whole fucking genre of Jacksonville channels that don't do shit but post the beef and put it in chronological order for the fucking DA and the damn prosecutor. Prosecutors don't even have to go to college anymore. As long as you know how to work YouTube, you're a prosecutor. Just hit the button and let that motherfucker ride. Brim D know more about the fucking Chicago beef, who LBG Duck was and all this shit like this, and he in Alabama. You saying that the Chicago police Don't go look on you. So you got, you know, one thing about police officers, they cannot go on YouTube. You can't. If a police officer, you can't do the shit that we do. You gotta fucking do your detective work. You cannot get no lead off of no internet. You can call the CI and let him tell you what happened and all that, but you can't go on YouTube. You can't look at the Instagram and see who beat it. That ain't legal. Doesn't get the right. That's a lawsuit. That is the equivalent of a bitch putting all of her fucking relationship business on social media, and then when everybody tell her you still with that nigga, she say, y'all need to get the fuck out of my business. Why the fuck is everybody worried about me all the time? And you would expect that out of a bitch, but for a nigga to say, man, these niggas snitching, bro. These niggas snitching, bro. This nigga right here who just told you that he does fraud. This is the plug with the fraud right here. And this nigga just sitting there watching. And when the nigga talking about going to beat the dude up, oh no, you got to do that somewhere else. You can't do that here. The nigga just talked about a fucking strong arm robbery, and you sat there and watched. That's what I'm saying, man, with the New York, with the up north nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I come up off of DMX, Dipset and shit like that. You have to fuck with it, but just as it is, dog, them niggas do have a certain fucking arrogance about themselves. And then the way that they try to play each other stupid and shit like that. That is just, it is, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with niggas, man. I fuck with niggas, but just that laughing at a nigga trying to make a fool out of a nigga and shit like that. And the whole thing is every nigga around the country feel the same. Niggas don't give a fuck about no nigga, man. Nigga don't give a fuck. So when a nigga, this is the same thing I'm talking about with the YouTubers. Niggas get on that bitch, man, bro. It's so sad, bro, because man, he just died, man, and it's just so crazy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and make sure you go to my Instagram and show love. Man, it's just so crazy, man, because he was such a good artist. Like, I ain't really listened to him, but see, man, it's just, I'm just so connected, and this, man, it's so sad, man. Damn, man. That's crazy, man. But make sure you subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit those. I got niggas don't give a fuck about nobody and shit like that. The issue comes when like I said, with the deception. Like, you lying. You don't give a fuck about them niggas, and you trying to act like you give a fuck. That's where the bullshit come in. And it's the same thing with this nigga right here. Same thing with QueenzFlip. You acting like the fuck. And just you watch the QueenzFlip shit, nigga, just laughing and I'm gonna get off the subject. And before I get off of it, man, like trying to whisk a nigga into a fucking, like, I'm gonna get off the subject. So let me get you to tell what happened, because we finna get off of the subject. So you just tell me so. I've never seen Vlad do that. I'm not. No. Vlad has, what Vlad will do is he'll have the arrest on the computer, and then so what happened in 2019? Oh man, that was just crazy, man. It just threw it off. It just got crazy out there. Well, it says that you were arrested for cocaine possession. Yeah, man, you know that, and you know what I'm saying, and that's how it was going when a nigga is just being kind of, you know, antsy with the shit, or maybe he pushes. I don't give a fuck. All I'm saying is, dog, if he's the fucking if that's what you consider police, how in the fuck is these niggas not the fucking police? Have you ever seen anything like this on the show? the footage that Vlad gets when they post it to the Instagram, or Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed in the club. The footage was already put out. It's already put out and touched all these other platforms, but he's the police because he posted it. Because police, the thing, bro, is what folks don't know, bro, I know my law. I know my law. See, in the law, bro, unless you got a certain amount of followers and subscribers on your YouTube, the police can't even look at the channel, bro. See, that's what folks don't know. See, I know my law. I did 22 years. So I know what's going on. See, what happened is, bro, when the Vlad, he give his footage directly to the police department. See, but I saw that footage first on Say Cheese. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. See, Say Cheese, he trying to, do his thing and do the right thing, stuff like that. Vlad, he sent his video straight to the police department and tell them everything. The police don't even know what the rapper name be, bro. See, I know what's going on, bro. I was already in there, bro. I did 22 years. You know what I'm saying? So he give them all the information about who the rapper is, who he killed, and everything like that. See, I know what's going on, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not. You're not gonna tell me 2 + 2 is 6, and then give me the reason why I should believe you. That's wrong, and that's it, bro. I did 22 years. That's the word, bro. I was on the motherfucking Congressional Black Caucus. All right, 2 + 2 is not fucking 6 though. Bro, I know what the hell. See, that was it. Y'all don't know what's going on, bro. I'm not doing that, my nigga. I'm not doing it. Let's call it down the middle. Let's call it what it is. You don't like the way that Vlad look, and that's what I'm saying. Just say what the fuck it is, dog. Niggas voted for Obama because he was black. That was it. That was all. Niggas ain't know what the fuck was in his motherfucking movement. Niggas ain't give a fuck. He was black. That's why I want just keep it real. That's why you voted for him. That's it. That's all. But when you start saying Vlad is the police because he's white, you have to understand that sounds retarded. Because you're not talking about an opinion or I'm voting for him because he's black. Now you're saying he is the police because he's white. He's not the police because he's black. And any nigga who's ever touched the street or even watched the fucking documentary would say, dog, there not only is it black police officers, there are street nigga police officers. Not a police officer in a uniform that go play basketball with other people or box with niggas in the apartments. I'm talking about niggas who dress like me and are secretly recording. And whenever they get a call from SARS, they tell them exactly what the fuck happened. All you would have to do is watch an episode of the first 48 and you would know that not all police officers are black and dress in uniform. Let's just be honest. So that's what I wanted to bring. I don't want to just, I don't want to just kill the I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I don't understand it. Like when we look online, we see shit like the CC show. The shit is entertaining. You know what I'm saying? This is what we see. We get to see how, niggas is living in different places and all this shit like this. And niggas is interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is interested. Niggas want to know what type of mess is going on. And that's all it is. And so nigga just say what the fuck it is. But that I never liked that Vlad is the police shit simply because I knew niggas was saying that shit strictly off of the fact that it was a white man asking the same questions that any nigga that's trying to get their channel up or trying to get ratings and all that shit, this is what the fuck they do. And if you don't do that shit in today's society, like, nigga, you are not a fucking factor. Niggas don't watch Funk Flicks for interviews. Motherfuckers don't watch, you know, E-Roll for interviews and no shit like that, or Charlemagne like that, because they don't really ask those questions. Motherfuckers want to see them on Vlad because they gonna get the whole fucking thing. And these niggas are trying to come up in the same shit. Like Fuchsia's TV, Say Cheese. What's another one? Any one of these motherfuckers like this that interview street rappers, DJ Small Eyes, Dirty Glove Bastard. You need something to make the everyday person come and click on the video. And what's going to make them click is something negative. Period, point blank. That's it. That's all. If a motherfucker's been on YouTube for more than 2 days and they know if I do a Tony Delary, TD Hip Hop Media. The nigga has a series on his channel where it's called What's Good. And then he tells you something positive that's happened in the Black community. Guess how many views those videos get? So the fact that everybody's under the same pressure when you're an interviewer, if you're as an interviewer, like you're under the same pressure. If I talk, and I just posted this on my Instagram with Saigon, if you talk about a nigga's rap history and what project he's working on and what he got coming up and what artists is he working with, nobody's watching that shit. Nobody's watching it. I can go a little bit deeper than that. I'm not going to do it, though. Nobody's watching it. So what you'll try to do is mix something controversial in so that you can, this is the reason why motherfuckers will still talk about the Mexican boy with the colorful hair. Because they're in it strictly for the views. They strictly want attention. And that's a person that you just really can't trust, because that type of person is going to do what it takes to get views. And in order to get views, you have to talk about negative stuff. You have to talk about controversial stuff. And that can leave somebody being in a fucked up light. These little niggas right here are still young niggas. And because they have been thrown on the internet, the niggas in their hood and all around the country are, you a hoe ass nigga, you a bitch ass, and this all this shit. And that will make a nigga do something that he doesn't want to do. That nigga that don't give a fuck. The CC show been talking about crimes in New York and abroad since 2014. Not only have motherfuckers got bammed off of that shit, motherfuckers have gotten hurt in the street. And I would even say murdered. But I can't put, the reason why I can't put all that blame on him is because all he did was put on the platform. The beef was already there. Being on that show just heated that shit up. So let's be for real, my nigga. Adam 22, very good. Very good. Very good point. Adam 22, another one. Like, as far as just, so yeah, so what happened? So he just like fucking just shot him and just fucking left, or what happened? No, really, I ain't just shoot him. Like, when I shot, like the first bullet, it hit his hand, and then that had spin him, and then when I shot that's the bullet that they said killed him. And so, you know what I'm saying? And like it was just because like he just kept on with that, you know what I'm saying? Like just talking, bro, just talking. So now the family of that person that died, now their back is against the wall, like they need to do something. Yeah. Now they back is against the wall, like they need to do something. Also, look, the first 10 orders get the Brim D wristband. It says Brim D, and you'll see the commercial, but it says Brim D on it, and it has the slogan "Always Us, Never Them" on it. That comes to the first 10 orders that come through for the deluxe edition pre-order for Head First 2. How many fucking channels do these people have? If you want to get the deluxe edition, go to the deluxe edition of Head First 2. Go to the PayPal or the Cash App. It's $40. The deluxe edition comes with a autographed copy of Head First 2 with 3 bonus tracks with me on it, and also a signed bandana. And for the first 10 people, you get the wristband. Yeah. But is there anybody else who, and I said I didn't want to put this shit on YouTube, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Anybody else who feels like there's a difference? Anybody else? They ain't got nothing else to do. How many? God damn, that's a lot of fucking troll. It's like it's three different pages, but they're saying the same shit. Look at it. It's another one. And my shit ain't even showing that shit. Look at that shit. The call-in number is on the Patreon. You have to be a patron. Y'all must be new to not know. Like, what the fuck kind of fucking system are they running to have these many channels doing? Look at that. Like, you have to set that up. Like, how the fuck do you do that with multiple channels? Top list game, and we don't want to do all that. I'm trying to see, goddamn, it's a bot, but what kind of fucking bot is that? It's multiple channels. I done made Vlad mad. I know that shit real. No, I don't think that's. No, I don't think. But like I said, that's the reason why. Shout out to that boy, Urban Politician. I don't know if he know. He probably don't know that we live right now. You can't call the cell phone, Ant. I should get Ant on here. Where the fuck, Ant? Where you at? Yeah, look how fucking many. That's so many goddamn. And that's you?
Yeah, this me.
There it is.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. You just gotta ignore them motherfuckers, bro, and they gonna fade out.
But I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like that's a lot of fucking channels. Like, how did they get so many channels like that?
Bro, the same exact thing that you heard tonight, same thing that was in mine last night. Word, the way they typed it, all of that. So clearly, somebody is going around hitting all the hip hop channels, bro. Hip hop based or content channels. I don't know who it is, but that shit is trash, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at how I don't know how did they get so many channels is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that's a bot, dog. Those are like bots where they like hacking basically, bro. They hacking and they created all these fake accounts and they just hit the button and sending them all to your comment section. They did my shit last night, but they ain't do it tonight. I know it look weird because the way that they spelling the N-word and these other words, they have other stuff around it. So it's like, to me, they thinking like, if you got a block on those words in your comment.
Real talk. You ain't lying. Real talk. Yep.
Put certain letters around it or putting boxes around it.
Yep.
Oh, that shit is weird, dog.
And that's why I say, dog, I really didn't want to put this video out on YouTube, and that's why I don't want to beef with no YouTuber, because most of these niggas is nerds. And I seen when Tyreek Nasheed had got into it with them gamers, like them motherfuckers really sent the SWAT team to his fucking house.
Damn.
Yeah, like them fucking gamers, they got real power, and I just have to respect it because it's too much. They know how to do too much shit. Like these motherfuckers go on the dark web, like it ain't nothing. They know exactly how to do all that shit, and I don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, nah, that's a loss. That's a loss. That's why I ain't into it with them niggas. Like, do what y'all do. Do what y'all do. Y'all got it.
Yeah, y'all got it. I ain't.
But nah, I've seen the thumbnail earlier today when I was working and shit. It really stood out. QueenzFlip versus DJ Vlad thing.
Yeah.
It really stood out. That was a big topic to be had.
Yeah.
But I said some shit tonight. And you know, people might get at me for it or feel a way about it. I don't agree with instigating real street beef and problems or situations where dudes' egos is on 10 and it can go left. But I'll say this. If anybody's going to get paid for it, I'd rather it be a black man.
And somebody said that earlier. And I already spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? Because all I ask, period, point blank, is that if Vlad is the police for doing it, let everybody be the police. A nigga is not gonna get off with not being the police because he's a nigga. It don't work like that. That's not how nothing works. The motherfuckers who get niggas the most time is niggas that are police that are right by you that look just like you. It's not the fucking white dude. All he can do is prosecute the case and goddamn do the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I just, so if Vlad is the police, QueenzFlip is the police, Say Cheese is the police, Adam 22 is the police, Future TV is the police, every one of these motherfuckers is the police because everybody asked gangster question. A motherfucker can say, well, no, the questions I asked, that is already done. You talking about current fucking beef. How did the beef start and all that shit like this? My nigga, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're asking questions that you would not ask a nigga, you know what I'm saying, normally, so that you can get views for it. That's what Vlad does. Let it be what it is. And that's why I asked the question, other than their race, is there any difference? And just like that, that niggas can't give me one. Niggas can't give me one.
Yeah, I'm like with me.
And I talked about that. And I said niggas like urban politics. That's why I just said earlier, urban politician TV. You don't get that over there. You don't get what that like that's, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it takes longer to build something when you don't bite the apple. You know what I'm saying? And fall into the controversial shit.
I'll get and I'll cover beef. I'll speak on beef.
Mm-hmm.
But I just it's like I told myself earlier this year that, you know, and you can't expect niggas to move like you, and you gotta know that everybody gonna move different. Because if you start thinking that niggas in this game is supposed to move like you or have the morals that you have or the integrity that you have, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's just like life. You can't expect, you know, talk your shit though. You feel me? Like anybody in this game or anybody trying to get into the world or create their own business, I don't give a damn if you selling burgers or create your own clothes or whatever. Anything you're doing in life, the people that you interact with, you know what I'm saying? You choose who your friends are.
Mm-hmm.
You choose who your associates are. You choose the people that you can call on the phone and have conversations with. You make that decision. So you can't actually look at somebody else and feel like, okay, this nigga should be moving like this, because niggas might have been raised like you, but they don't choose to follow the guidelines that you follow to get to where they trying to go and do what they got to do. You know, we all know this game right here, you have to get your feet and your hands a little dirty to come up. And I understand that, like, okay, you got to cover some type of bullshit. You got to speak on the drama. You're going to have to get there to really push your platform and make people pay attention. There's nobody going to pay attention if you're selling flowers and Hallmark cards. So, but at the same time, there is a level of, you know, responsibility and accountability that, you know, I feel like is lost and never coming back. It's never going to be in style to be, you know, the line get pushed every day. You know, rappers are pushing the line. Media is pushing the line. These people that try to create these viral videos that ain't got nothing to do with rap and hip hop push the line.
Yep.
So the shit that they record, they still doing them other type of YouTubers. These extreme YouTube videos, it's like everybody's pushing the line, and every time somebody pushes the line higher, it brings the people that were beneath that line up. Like, okay.
Yeah, and that, you know, I just showed the CC show, an episode where these niggas is actually arguing about how they just got robbed and doing fraud and shit like that. Like it like I said, it's just, once again, it's the same thing when a nigga, when that's what and that's why I say that, like, the most important thing for me is to, like I said, you know, you got trolls and all that other shit. Like, the most important thing for me is to not, you know what I'm saying, be just a nigga that's on YouTube. Obviously, I've spoken about having a real fan base that fucks with you personally, and that's what you should want. But just fucking with YouTube solely and not having nothing else going on outside of it, I don't see no way that you can be integral and move up. A nigga be in the same fucking spot. Charlemagne and none of them niggas who got where they at is there because of no goddamn having no integrity. These niggas have fucked up people's careers. They fucked up people's career. But like I said, y'all handle business. I'm about to jump out of here. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers got this goddamn comment section throw the fuck off. I'm gonna hop out. But like I said, I appreciate that, and we're gonna get to it and see what's going on.
Oh, baby.
I'll touch you in a minute. Like I said, so that what that is, man. Like I said, make sure that you go to the Patreon and catch the Dusty Locaine video. the early release of the Pooh Shiesty video, and make sure that you show love and fuck with the channel. Go to the Cash App, go to the PayPal, support it. You see how the YouTube shit go crazy. If you want to get the pre-order, the deluxe edition of Head First 2, go to the PayPal or Cash App. It's $40. The first 10 people get the Brim D armbands. The deluxe edition comes with a signed bandana, a signed copy of the project, and 3 bonus songs featuring me. Handle business. I'll see y'all in a minute. We are working, man. And so the fucking trolls.
One down the track, dog. Fang the stained eye. Bishop James. Rest in peace, King Dempsey. Hold up. Yeah. I'm the flame of the city. Yeah. The flame of the city. So we speak the language of the air. I'm the flame of the city. The flame of the city. The flame of the city. Well, yeah. Dry tears run down, only I can see them. My smile ain't for real, only my mama see it. A city flame in a third world. Heat on, cause I need to live long in this cold world. Certified style, was a wild child. Burned down the whole town, like whoa now. Set tripping when the X kick in. I'm working hard like a Mexican. And I'd rather be alone right now. But every girl in my phone hold me down. Rock with me, I be on loud. We styrofoam, $200 cologne. Like Sweet Jones, yeah. And when you call on me, I'll be there. It feel good, cause I'm living as the flame of the city. Yeah, I'm the flame of the city. Yeah, the flame of the city.